Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the channel, Manny B Investing, MBI. We're going to take a look at the Paribus Telegram group here, just an update for you today on the community, what's going on, what people are talking about, what the hot topics are. We are past the Gate.io listing, which was it was interesting. It wasn't my first listing following a project, but it was my first listing following an extremely small cap project like Paribus. And it was interesting. You know, Gate.io, you know, I am a big fan of anyone that is listing the token, offering the token to its customers. It is it's only good for the project overall. First, let's get that out of the way. But this idea from a lot of these the newer traders, the retail traders, and even some of the veteran toxic traders, that when you get a coin listed somewhere, that the price should just skyrocket into the air. You know, people were like, oh, it's going to go back to 3.5 cents, 4 cents possibly from a listing. Like that is not something that is guaranteed. There's no rules to this stuff. What happens. It is based on the same exact principles. Buying and selling pressure. You're giving more people access to the token. You're more than likely to get more people buying that token. It's going to increase your volume. And Gate.io isn't this huge exchange. It's not Coinbase. It's not a Binance. You're not going to get, you know, an influx of, you know, an additional, you know, million wallet holders. That's just not going to happen. So I think a lot of people are just really, they have their sights set just way too high as far as what these listings mean. And again, in the infancy of like DeFi projects, listings did cause lots of pricing booms. I saw ICP go to like $750. Like I witnessed it live. Like I watched that happen, and I've seen coins get listed and do nothing. Look at AMP. AMP is AMP is like 2 billion market cap. I can't wait until Paribus reaches that level. We are not there yet, but I'm telling you, there are no rules to any of this stuff. Stop listening to people. They're not telling you the truth. If they're telling you something, they're trying to tell you how things go. It's a lie because they don't know how things go. No one can predict anything. No one has a crystal ball. So not meaning to rant, but this is just a part of the discussion that we've been having over the last couple of days, especially been accelerated since Gate.io came into the picture. We did the video update where, you know, Dennis said that they jumped the gun, and that happened. It's in the past. There's nothing we can do. It doesn't mean anything bad. The project is still the project. We still have our fundamentals, our technical fundamentals. Stick to that. Sorry it didn't pump for you so that you could personally, you know, gain a ton of money. Like that's not what we're here for. That's not what we're here for. So, 16 hours later, Devon State soon, and still no official word. I don't think this guy was off base as far as like his complaint. It just seems really like there's a lot of entitlement with a lot of the new people that are coming in. Like they believe that they get to run the project. Like they're not going to stop their development, stop their lives. And then not to mention the time zone difference that we're in. A lot of these people are in America. The project team are kind of scattered all over the place. They're not going to stop their lives to give you an update on something that helps you personally. Like that's not mission critical. I'm sorry. It's an early project. It's like, there are projects that are in the top 100 that don't have marketing, and you're expecting a project that is in the thousands to have a full marketing department, a marketing plan deployed. Like you can't be serious. The entitlement is just insane. But making suggestions, you know, venting even, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that. But the entitlement where you deserve an answer right now from the executives, like it's silly to me. And, you know, I'm going to call it out. Yeah. You know, that's what I'm going to do. Sorry if I offend anybody, but I have a lot of experience with this entitled group. And if you let it just sit and let them do this, they're going to tear the community down. They are going to drag everyone down. They'll just sit in here complaining all day, and then half the time they're just trolls. Like they don't even have any tokens. So it's just like, take it with a grain of salt. You know, try to reason with them if you want to get involved, but you can't just ignore or block them, honestly. But I think this is just having this content up just shows you, what to expect in the Telegram, who to be aware of, who's adding to the community, who's taking away from it. But I said, if you get into the group and you're paying attention and you're watching us talk, we talked about Gate.io, we talked about the listing, we talked about the voting system. I want to do a video on that. But this guy comes in after all of that and starts complaining. And it's like, dude, they're listing it. Everybody, it's all over Twitter. It's in the group. They've talked about it. Dennis responded, said they could jump the gun, but it's going to get listed. Like, I don't know what more you want. I think he really wanted this big catalyst that would have sent his bags to the moon. But that's not what this is about. Like, no one's going to cater to that. And they're just talking about me going live that night. That was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. I need to get my rig set up so that my audio doesn't suck, and then I'll start doing that. Guys are just talking, but this one was what I really wanted to look at. I think what he's saying is the community should be getting this information firsthand because we've joined the club, invested in the club, hang on every word. That's your personal choice to do that. With there being far and few to begin with. Yet we are getting the information firsthand. I will like to agree that it does feel like there's a lack of freely given information from the creators. All right, if you think that they are not communicating with us, go over and check AMP. Go over there. Go look at Litecoin. Litecoin's was like a top 10, and they rarely communicate with their people. Rarely ever. When I was holding AMP, there was major market news that AMP never addressed. They never posted anything about it. They just let it naturally occur. So when people are talking about, the project, they're not communicating, they're not telling, you are out of your mind. Or do you not see my videos? I have enough, like, Paribus communicates with the public enough so that I have content pretty much all week long. They give us at least 2 to 3 updates a week. There are projects that won't give you 2 to 3 updates in a quarter. And you're complaining about a project that's giving you 3 updates or more in 1 week. And not only that, they're in the chat talking and giving you information in the chat room on Telegram. This just has no basis. Honestly, it doesn't. But even with that said, he said this morning they jumped the gun. I'm talking about Dennis. But I can agree, marketing isn't really a thing at this point. It's not. We're not even 6 months into this. We're like 2.5 maybe. Token launched a few months ago, so I'm not bothered by that. I'm more into the app's development. Without the product, none of this matters. It doesn't. Only thing that matters is the product. There's no product, none of this matters. Your complaints don't matter. The token doesn't matter. I've been here with you, and I agree that if it's a shit product, we all lose. Still doesn't mean that those willing to participate shouldn't have some kind of advantage. No, that's your prop right there. That's it right there. What advantage? Advantage over whom? When it comes to how insightful we are. No, that's not how this works. You're not in a club. You're not exclusive. Anybody can buy Paribus. Anyone can. You don't get an advantage. You're not given any privilege because you have it. The only privilege you get are the features on the product in the form of discounts, staking offers, percentages. That's it. That's connected to the project, which takes me back to my point. Without the product, none of this matters. That's marketing. Marketing is before and after. Every move should be treated as marketing. Yeah, I mean, it can be. That is a philosophy if you want to do that. Like I said, there are no rules to this. Some companies market. Some companies are mostly marketing and then fail when there's nothing to sell. They sell a logo, they sell an idea, but there's nothing behind it. How many rug pull tokens have you seen? All marketing, no product. Poof, gone, rug pull. You complain in the beginning you worried about rug pull. That was the conversation. Is this a rug pull? Is this a rug pull? Is this a rug pull? They give you the goods, they show you the development, they show you the product, they offer, and now you're complaining about marketing. If they did marketing, you'd be complaining about the product. They do the product, you complain about marketing. It's never ending. I just want the new people or the people that aren't in the Telegram and have plans of going in there just to understand where a lot of this is and where it's coming from and who it's coming from. Again, I don't believe that Kyle Martin is a bad person or anything like that, or even annoying. It was good conversation. I enjoyed it. It provides the channel with content, gives you insight. Here's the other part. Like on C-Fund's site, the Paribus logo doesn't even have the name next to it. Paul and I both commented on it, and I'm sure it's still not updated. That's a marketing issue. Apple didn't rely solely on the logo after being in business plenty of years, enough to make them recognizable. Totally understand that. I think that's a simple thing that they can fix, especially since they have a logo right now that has Paribus connected to it, that has the word Paribus. So they can play around with that. They can do the logo P and then use the rest of the letters to spell out the name. They can do the logo P in the beginning and then spell out the entire name. They could put that in a focus group. They could use the chat as a focus group for that, honestly. They can do a contest, honestly. I think there's a lot of things they can do. But again, not mandatory. The project is only in a couple of months. The token launched a couple of months ago. If they want to do marketing, awesome. Go for it. But if they don't, that's also okay. But to say that they're not updating the public is insane, because they do constantly. Thank you again for checking out the channel, sticking with me, subscribing. The comments that the community is making about me in the Telegram groups, extremely flattering. I thank you for those thoughts and those words. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep reporting on the community. I'm going to keep reporting on the project. As long as it's around and I'm into it. I'm holding tokens. I think I'm going to be holding for the long run. I like the project. I like the people involved. And I can't wait for DeFi on Cardano. This is going to be big. Big. So stick with us. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.